Everyone, and in today's class we are going to see charts in SSRS. So there are couple of charts, there are different types of charts, but we are going to work on one chart and everything is similar to that. Okay, so now I'll go here, open my report. I already add my SSRS training. Okay, this is my report. I'll close this properties one, click on the report and add a new report. It should be the report and I will name it as some charts. Done. I added chart. After this, here as usual I'll add one data source, test edit dot okay, dataset, add dataset, use embedded, and I'll name it as something company. We will go step by step because many of you will face these issues. So whatever we cover, each and every step is important for you. So select, start from, there is a table called company. Okay, I'll get the column CID, year, quarter and amount. Now we'll insert a chart. How to insert a chart is that first what we do, we insert a sample table. I'll insert a table. So this table will have the data for CID, or else I'll not insert a table because we'll have less space, right? We can see. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
You recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh, thanks.
Paddam, database, test, and the table is company. Yeah. Now you can see the data in the company table. So what are the things you are having? You are having the company ID, you are having year, and you are having the quarter. Okay. See, company ID is 101. It is having the data for year, this multiple things. Okay, it is having data for 2011 and quarter 1 to 3. We got data for only company 1. 101, 101, 101. We don't have any multiple companies. Okay, but the company 1 we are having for multiple years: 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, and the quarters and the amount for that particular quarter. Now what we are going to do? Just I want to insert a chart. When I click the chart, see, insert and go to the chart. When I click the chart, now you can see there are multiple things here that you can see it here. See, I got the column charts, I got the line charts, I got the shape charts, I got the bar charts. You will be getting the area charts, you will be getting the range charts, you will be getting scatter. Okay, you will be getting polar, like multiple, you got multiple charts. Okay, so you just simple. First what we are going to do, we are going to discover the column. Click OK. When I click the column, I will get this width. Now see, when I click this chart, automatically when I click any of the chart, automatically I will get this window. So if you click a single click, it will not get. You should select any of the properties of the chart like this. Then automatically you will be getting the window. Okay, so this window is nothing but the chart data. What I will do, I will expand this one to the right and I'll expand this one to the left. Done. Okay, you got the value. So here you will be having 3 groups here in the chart data. One is the value, so it is some values, and it is a detailed values. Okay, these values will be displayed on this bar and the detailed values will be displayed on the axis. And okay, we are going to see that. And this is a series group. What is a series group? That all things we are going to see. So for basic thing, what I am going to do, I want the amount at the quarter level. So quarter amount I will be giving here in the values. Groups I want to do at the quarter level. I will click quarter level. Okay, done. I have given. When I go to the preview, my report will run. Okay, it says the see quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 and total amount for each quarter. See, let's say if we can even sum also here. If you want to sum it here, just we can check that amount whether it is correct or wrong. Quarter, and because we are doing at the group level at the quarter, right? I will do sum of amount. Group by quarter. done. When I exit this, okay, QTR. Now when I execute this, see, quarter 1 185, quarter 2 140, quarter 3 142. See, you got the same thing, 185, 142 or something like this, okay, 140 and 142, okay, but you don't know the value. It is not, you can't say exactly that value. If I also want to see the value, just click on these bars, right click on this and give the show data labels. Automatically you will be getting the values. Now when I run this, now I can see the value also. See, 185, 140 and 142, right? See, the same thing you got it here, 185, 140 and 142. This is a one thing, okay. So what we did, we created a chart and we are even showing the data on the bars. How to show the data on the bars? Just click on this middle one. See, when I say click on this bar, select keep your mouse on this bar, click on this, then click the show data labels. When you select, automatically the amount will be shown along with the bar. It will also show the amount also on that, okay. Now we will add one more thing. So we got the quarter, right? So I'll click on this year. I'll also add the year here, but I want to have the year at that, okay, I got the year and I got the quarter, okay, but I want to have the year at the top, so I'll just keep the year at the top. Done. Year will come under the year. I'll get all the quarters. Now go to the preview. See, when I see the preview, it is not fitting in a single thing. So normally what we need to do, I need to expand the chart area because the chart is small size and we are getting multiple quarters, right? So it is not fitted in the chart. Done. Okay, now I'll preview this. When I preview, see, I got the data. See, for 2010, I'll go the year level, year comma QTR, and here I'll add that one. Here I'll add the year comma QTR. Now when I execute, then I'll get the data for see 2010 quarter 1. I'll do order by year comma quarter. See, 2010 1 is 20, 2002 is 15.
You are created in the master database.
No, but the table is pointing to the test database, right? See, database name dot schema name dot table name. Dana, are you able to get this? Hello?
Durga bus.
Sorry, Durga. Are you able to get this?
Yeah.
Even though we are in we are in the master database, but we can connect to the table in other database by using database name.
Yeah, I didn't see.
Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah. So you can just match it. 2010 1 is 20, 2010 2 is 15, 2010 3 is 18, right? 2015 18. So you can see 2015 18 for 2010. The same thing 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014. Okay, that's the thing we are able to. You got it. But can you see here? The first one it should show the quarter 1. For second one it should show quarter 2. It should show the quarter 3. For 2011, the first bar quarter 1, second bar quarter 2, third bar quarter 3. For 2001, 2010, it is not showing any quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3. But for 2011, it is showing only for quarter 2. For 2012, it is not showing. For 2013, it is showing for only quarter 1. For 2014, it is showing only for quarter 3. But my scenario is that I want to show that quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, 1, 2, 3 for all the years. Then how to show that? So click on the below one. Click this on this axis. It is a horizontal axis. Right click on this. It will show horizontal axis properties. Go to the horizontal axis properties. When I go here, now you can see there is a concept called interval. So give 1 and click OK. So in the axis all options, you got the one concept called interval. Click OK. When I give the interval and when I click preview, see, automatically I will be getting quarter 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I need to give that. That's it. So accordingly you will be getting, see, 2015 has only one quarter, so you got data for only one quarter. That's the thing. And now here I got it. Now what I want to change this scenario. Okay, I want to change this and one more. Okay, I am done with the horizontal axis. In the vertical axis, I want to do the period for interval for 100. Every 100 I want to do it. Now it is 20, right? I want to make it as 100. So the what you will do, right click, click on the vertical axis properties. Now here you will just do, you will just whatever you want you can do. So I will give minimum or auto, interval type I will give some 100. Yeah, sorry, we did the interval on wrong thing. Yeah. Yeah, you got it here. See, it is showing interval at the 100 level. Like that, you can play with that axis also. Okay, so this is one thing. Now, what is my scenario is that okay, I got the totals, right? Whatever I want, I got the totals. Now, we are going to play on this. Let's see, I got the chart here, title, right? If you want to name this one, if I want to name the axis, so when I see the preview, here I am getting axis title, here I am getting axis title, but the below one it is a year and this one is a total, right? So we need to change that name. How to change that name? Just click on this and you can change that name, same as a text box, right? So you can, I'll name it as some year and I'll go to the axis, click on this. So I'll change this name as amount. That's it. Automatically that axis property will be changed. When I see the preview, I can see it here. And see, always you are having some amount here. You are having some amount. Now what I am going to do, I am going to add one more column along with this one. I am going to add one more column in the table. So I click on this. Yeah, I can just add a column here. Right click, new column. I'll name the column name as something ITD amount or something balance amount. Okay, just I want to add something, so I added that one, integer. Done. Click on the company table, edit top 200 rows. Here I will give some amount, 1 2 1 2 Okay, this one we don't need to queue. Okay, delete it then. Okay, so we are good. Now I add one more column also. So if I do the select star from this column, now I will be getting the I added one more column, that is nothing but the balance amount. So what I will do, go to the report. Now here go to the design view. Now I will go to the click data set properties and do the refresh fields. Automatically I will be getting the new column, balance amount. Now what I will be doing, when I click on the map, as I said, I will be getting, right, here I will add that balance amount also. Done. See, now you can see two colors here. When I see the preview, now every quarter will show for the balance amount and it will show for the others also. It will see the blue one is the amount and the yellow one is the balance amount. You can see here. Now you will be getting two things here. So you can see the amount for the blue, you can't see amount for the balance, right? The yellow one you can't see any amount on the top of it, right? So click on that bar and show data labels. Automatically now you can see that amount on that bar also. See 12, 21, 21, 13, 13, 16, see 34, 23, 26, 10, 34, like this. You can play around with them. Okay, this is a way. If you have multiple fields, you can do this. This is a one type of thing. And now what we are going to see, you add the okay, so up to here, are you okay with this? Hello, hello, are you okay with this? Okay, then yeah. So now I'll go to the design. What I am going to do, okay, I got it here. Now what I got a chart title, so I can give whatever name I want. I'll name it as some company total. Company total, done. So now when I go to the preview, I'll be getting the company total. My scenario is that I want to have this total at the bottom. Can I, the one thing is that you can drag and you can drop. That is the one thing you can do it. Other way, the simple way is that just right click on the company, okay, see the title properties. When you see the title properties, automatically you will be getting a title position, this circle one. So wherever I click, I will be getting that circle there. See, if I click in middle, I will be getting there. So wherever I click, I will get the title here. See, okay, that is the one thing. So I want to get it in the middle, so I will just select the middle one. Done. Okay, this is this one. Same with the amount total. I want this amount balance at the left side. Click on this, go to legend properties. Now you will have same. I want at the left side, keep it the left side. That's it, done. Automatically it will be arranged at the left side. See, so yellow is for the balance amount and blue is for the amount. This is the thing. Now what I want to change this chart properties. Now I am getting only yellow and blue, right? I want to change it to some other color. So how to do? Click on this. Sorry. Go to, click on this. Go to the chart properties. Here you will be having color palette. So you can see, if I select some color, then automatically this colors also will be changed. See, grayscale. If I select light, it will show in the different colors. There are different formats here, earth tones. Okay, fire, like this. This is a one way. That is the one way you can give the color. So I have given the color, done. Other way to give the color is that I'll see the chart. I'll just click this one, view the properties. When I view the properties, okay, I'll be getting one concept called here palette. Okay, so in the palette, just click on this, and you can select your own custom one. Done. After selecting the custom one, click on the custom palette colors. Select here. Done. Now whatever the colors you want, you can add it. First I want to add some color. Okay, I have clicked, it is a color, so I'll add some color here, yellow or something. So automatically a color will be shown because I have given one color. So both amount and balance amount will be assigned as one color. Okay. Now if I add one more thing, give me a minute. Yeah, done. So if I add one more color, then automatically the other one will be assigned this color. I'll take something, done, like this. Okay, this is a you are going to make it as a custom palette. Okay, this is a one type of giving your own colors to the data. And now one more thing, what is a series? You don't know about the series. Okay, we discussed about the series, but we didn't discuss about the series, right? So what I am going to do, I am going to remove the year from this, delete category group. I'll just delete it. When I go here, I can see all the things are 1, 2, 3, done. Now what I want, I'll just select this. In the series, I'll add the year. See, in the series, I have added the year. So now when I preview it, for each year, for each quarter, I am getting all the three things. See, 2010 balance amount. So here nothing but in the quarter you are showing the data for all the years. For single quarter you are showing the data for all the quarters. See here now, for one quarter you got the data for 2010, 2010, 2011, 2011, 2012, 2012, 2013, 2013, 2014, 2014, 2015, 2015. See, for same quarter 2 and the same quarter 3, because 2015 is there only for the quarter 1, right? You got it, but you will not be getting 2015 for the other thing. So you will not be getting anything there. Are you able to get this?
Yes, Master.
Okay, this is the other way to do that. Because see here, for the quarter 1 only we got the year 2000. For the 2015 as only quarter 1, right? So now you can see in the report also. You can see in the quarter 1 you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets. But in the quarter 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5 sets. Only for it's a 5 years, like this. You can play around with them. Series is nothing but breaking the report. So here the data you are breaking into different. If you want to add something under the quarter, I have added here, so I got it. but I can change it that one. Now what I want, I'll change the series to year. I'll be getting the year at the top, I'll be getting quarter at the series group. Done, that's it. For each year I'll be getting 3 quarters now. See, 2010 all the, okay, yeah, 3 quarters, 2011 3 quarters, and 2015 has only 1 quarter, you got only 1 quarter, and the 2 things, one is for the amount and one is for the balance amount. That's it. You need to play with them. That is for the series. Now what is my scenario is that, okay, I got this one. So what I'll do, I'll just remove this, delete this balance amount, delete series, done. I've deleted. Now what I want to add one more chart area. So click on the chart area. There is one more concept called, in a single chart I want to have one chart for the amount and the another chart for the balance amount. I want to have 2 charts in a single one. How to do? Click on this chart, okay, here add new chart area. So automatically a new space will be allocated. And what we are going to do, click on the add symbol. Now you are going to get the balance amount. Click on the balance amount, you will be getting the balance amount. Now click on this balance amount, go to the series properties, here go to the axis and chart area. Now here you will be selecting the chart area 1. The chart area means the chart area which you have created, you will be selecting the chart area 1. That's it. Click OK. You are good. Now go to the preview. See, this is for the year and this is for the balance amount. See, in the single chart you are breaking them. How to break them? I'll show once again. So click on this chart. See, when you click on different thing, you will get different properties. When I click on this, I'll get different properties. When I click here, I'll get different properties. But you should click here. When I click here, I'll get the chart properties. Here I want to add a new chart area. When I add, automatically in the same chart it is divided into 2 groups. So for this group, or else you can do it in 2 ways also. So already let's assume that I got the balance amount also. So you will be having balance amount also here. Done. You got it here now. So what I will do, click on this, add a new chart area. So you got the chart area. Now what I want to split the balance amount to this chart area. So here when I select the year, you can see it is a area 1. When I select the above one, it is a default C. When I select the below one, it is a area 1. It is a chart area 1, name 1. You can see that it's the name of that area. I can rename that if I want anything. Okay. If I want to rename, I can do that. It's a different thing that you are going to play around with that. Okay. See, I want to rename it as balance amount, and I want to rename this one as default, right? I want to rename this one as amount. That's it. Okay. So this is the amount chart and this is the balance chart below one which we have created. So I want to assign this balance amount to this balance chart. Just click on this, go to the series properties. Here in the axis and chart area, you are going to select that balance amount. That's it. Done. Click OK. So automatically a new thing is created here. See, it is for the balance amount and it is for the amount one. So like this, you need to just play around with that and you will be getting. Are you able to get this one? Hello?
Yeah, Bhaskar.
Yeah.
Bhaskar.
Okay. This is the one way that you are going to do. That's it. Nothing. And let's say I am doing Control Z. So I got the year 1. Yeah, I got this. Now what I want to convert this into some other type. I'll just remove this series group. Okay. I'll keep the quarter. I'll delete the year 1. I don't want to make it constant. Just a quarter one. So I got the data here now. Done. Now what is my scenario? Is it? I want to convert into some charts. Some like pie chart or anything. So how to convert it? Just right click on this area. See here, change chart type. Whatever you want. If I want this, I'll select this. Automatically it will be changed to the chart area. See, I got that one. Okay. And if I want a different way, change chart type, and I want like this one, select it and click OK. See, automatically it will be changed to that chart type. Okay. Like this, you need to play a lot, then you will be getting many things about this. Okay. So like that, you can just play around with this. I want to change the chart type to something different thing. This one, click select and click OK. Automatically it will be shown in that way. See, the amount is same 100. You can see the quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, but it's a different standard. Like just click on the chart and change chart type. Automatically it will be done. Okay. So not only this, you can play around with the chart. So I'll just go here. I'll expand this one, not this one. I'll just minimize this chart. I'll add a new chart. I'll add something like pi. See, when I click this, automatically I'll get the same properties here. See, values, category groups and series group, this chart title. Even when I click this chart title, I'll get the same thing. See, values, category groups and series group, like this. You can play around with that. Okay, are you able to get this? Hello?
Yes, Bhaskar.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm stopping this one. Oh, I think I opened a couple of things.